I'm talking to men and women that are unmarried. The person you marry is very important because that person is most likely going to be the parent of your children, or if you're getting remarried, it's going to be the step-parent of your children, or even if you don't have children, you're sharing a life with that person. And I think we know this intellectually, but really the physical attractions it's the first thing that grabs you, right? And it's important that that flame continues throughout the marriage, that attraction is there. But if you only marry someone for attraction and you're not compatible with friendship and with activities, and also compatible in your finances, in your life goals, a lot of problems and the way you view how to raise a family, a lot of problems can arise. Also, if the loyalty is uneven, if one person's faithful and one person's very not faithful, it can destroy you, right? Insecurity of one person could lead to emotional abuse in the relationship. Lack of self-control in the area of anger can lead to a lot of conflict. But if both people are peacemakers, if both people are seeking to better the life of the other person, then you're in a good position. But if you're in the position of one person selfish and one person selfless, then the selfless person is suffering in silence while the selfish person kind of enjoys life on easy street, if you know what I mean. If you really want a partnership that if one partner is struggling, really struggling, the other one picks them up. The Bible says two are better than one. And that means we are meant to lift one another up, help each other, spur each other on, encourage each other, right? But unfortunately, so often, we don't treat each other as we should. See, the Bible says that women aren't just to submit to their husbands. A lot of times we stop right there, right? And we don't understand what submission means. But the Bible actually says submit one to another, right? So the man also submits to the wife. Controversial, I know, but it's biblical. Just recently learned that actually. But also the man is commanded to love his wife as Christ loved the church, gave himself up for us, right? Literally gave up his life and died, right? When I see videos of people that genuinely love each other, it looks very selfless. If you genuinely love someone, like the Bible says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it's not self-seeking, it's not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. If you love like God's love, that agape love that's in 1 Corinthians 13, if both partners love like that, it's a beautiful marriage because you're going to be faithful. If you're seeking to make the other person happy, but you're both doing that, let's say the wife is cooking a meal, her husband's coming home, the husband comes home and he brought her flowers. Oh, that's so beautiful. Or just like maybe the husband comes home, the wife is just exhausted and hasn't cooked yet, and maybe he's in communication with her and he knows that's the situation. He brings some food home, or maybe he chooses to cook, or one of them cooks and the other one cleans. We're in a generation where in 2025, you need two incomes. But in the past, the man worked, the woman didn't. And the woman did the bulk of the household chores. But now we're living in a generation where both people work, but a lot of people still put the expectation on the woman to still do everything. And so the woman is trying to keep the house clean, trying to keep everybody fed, while the husband's worrying about the bills. And if we could just support each other, and when one person is lacking, support, care about, and have grace and compassion for the other person. Oftentimes, I think men may not realize that women's brains operate differently, in that the way that you treat the woman during the day leads to how attracted she is to you in the evening. If you treat her terribly and insult her and then expect her to be turned on at night, I don't know about everybody else, but for me, it doesn't work that way. I'm not attracted to bullies. And if I get bullied all day long or treated poorly, it shuts down the love factory, if you know what I mean. On the contrary, if you are loving and kind and gracious and thoughtful, and you're seeking to make the other person smile, you're seeking to make the other person happy, you want to see the other person prosper, you're going to see a much more successful relationship. Now, will you take relationship advice from a divorced mama of 4 who had a 12-year marriage that just ended? It's up to you. Take it or leave it. Have a great day.